So, anyways, just want to wrap up Dr. Seuss' story with this image right here, which just perfectly portrays the absurdity of it all. Imagine living in a nation where Cardi B's wet ass pussy wins Song of the Year, yet The Cat in the Hat is deemed inappropriate content, and Disney slaps content warnings on The Muppet Show. Do you know what this does to people, Beer Gut? Do you know
what does it do, Heretic?
What this leads to?
What does it lead to, Heretic? Tell us all.
The beautiful thing about a pendulum swinging, or the not so beautiful thing, is that you swing too far in one direction. Eventually, that thing has to swing far back the other way. And so you see whatever the fuck they're doing. I mean, I got my own theories, but we'll leave that for another time. But you see the pendulum starting to swing back in the other direction. And me personally, I know some people maybe listen to this podcast are happy to see that happen. I don't want that to happen because I don't think either side swinging too far is going to lead to a positive outcome. It didn't work out in the end for Germany, you know. The reaction to the Weimar Republic, it obviously worked out well at first, but it did not work out well in the end. But we're starting to see people rise up, and they're starting to be more open and radical about things. And so that leads us to our next story.
Wait, Heretic, while we are on the wet ass pushy topic, I would just like to roll out a imperfect yet soon to be worked upon Ben Shapiro impression. Because Ben Shapiro did do a cover of this song. It goes something like this.
That was weird.
Yeah. Get a mop on the floor. Get the shit. I'm not doing a very good job. For anyone who wants to see Ben Shapiro do a copy of WAP, go find that because it's pretty fucking funny.
I mean, I can play it real quick if no, you really want to get all wet and bothered. Okay.
No, that's okay. Our viewers, you know, some of our viewers don't like him for obvious white hat reasons. So let's just proceed. But anyway, if you're interested, just go see Ben Shapiro WAP cover remix, whatever it's called.
It's entertaining and fascinating at the same time. But if Ben Shapiro ever decides to listen to this podcast, I highly recommend that he never does anything like that again because that was fucking weird.
I thought it was awesome. I loved it. I thought it was so funny. I thought it was so funny to see a high-pitched Jew do a cover of WAP. I mean, it's just, yeah.
Okay, let me start from the beginning.
And the only reason fascism ever got the upper hand is because it was a reaction to communism. It's the only known counterweight to communism. We in America do not have to go that far, but we have to have the nerve and the intelligence to protect ourselves from communist infiltrators. They've been doing this for at least 70 years. They've infiltrated our military, our federal government, and you see what the result is. Massive debt, cities burned, people assaulted because of fucks like him. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And they're going to push this thing till it's too late for them to figure it out and retreat and change their mind. We don't have time for communists. We cannot show them any mercy. We have to fucking get them out of this country and their associates out of this country. They're like a fucking deadly disease. They're worse than a virus. They have to be eliminated to save us and to save the countries around us.
I 100% agree.
I love how, by the way, this guy's just like nodding. He's like, yes, I know I'm a virus. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. It's like calling out Satan while he's standing there saying, yeah, so what? Everyone knows that, right? You know, but
I'd like to have a beer with that fella. That guy sounds like he would be fun in a game of dice, or a pint of beer or something. He sounds like he would have some very interesting points to relate to us too.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I listen to him and I hear the pain in his voice, man. I mean, and I really empathize with the guy because, you know, I talk to people on both sides and I try to explain to them, you know, I've seen both ends of this argument, and yeah, this is what it leads to. And nobody who starts either side of the movement is going to be happy in the end. I'm sure that some people who might listen to this might say, oh yeah, I definitely want this. And I'm talking about on both ends. I'm talking about the lefties saying, oh yeah, I definitely want this communism to take over America. What are you talking about? This sounds fantastic. And I'm sure there's people listening to this on the right that are saying, yeah, that's exactly what we want, the far right. But nobody is going to be satisfied in the end. And it never stops. It never fucking stops. But at least for now, we can enjoy, in terms of aesthetic appearance, the rise or the counter reaction to what's happening in the West right now. Let me introduce you to Isabel Medina Peralta. Do you know who she is?
God damn it.
Are you okay there? Do you have another heart attack?
Heretic, don't you know that I've been at maximum semen retention for the last 7 days, and then you just go and show her picture? Do you know what that does to a man who is literally a lightning rod for semen release? Now I got to go change my shorts. Do you realize that? I'm sitting in a puddle of fucking semen right now. Look at what you just did, motherfucker. God damn. Let me get the IE. Ni hao. Ni hao. Anyway, okay. On to
I didn't know you
Isabel
spoke
Medina.
Chinese.
Isabel Medina Peralta. Let's get to it, heretic.
Okay, but before we get into it, I just want to make sure I'm very clear, and I'm going to say this out of respect for her Spanish heritage.
She's legal age.
I'm going to use. Wait. One moment. I am going to use my Spanish accent to clarify some important things. Just because I talk about her does not mean I support all of her views. And I want to make sure that the YouTube, and please know that I'm saying YouTube because in Spanish, the Y makes a J sound. So I'm not saying the Jews, I'm saying YouTube. I do not want YouTube to censor this video because they think I am trying to promote anti-Jew content. I just want YouTube to know that Isabel Medina Peralta is a counter-reaction to what is happening on the left. So that's my normal voice when I don't hold back my accent. I just want to be clear about it, out of respect for her and the Spanish culture.
By the way, first of all, your accent, you sound like a person I would love to have doing the gardening in my backyard. And second of all, we should inform our viewers that this woman is of legal age, so we are not endorsing pedophilia by talking about 18, Isabel Medina. She just turned. Do you know her birthday?
Well, according to the article here that I'm going to read first before we go into this wonderful slideshow of this lovely radical she's actually also promotes feminism, so she's literally a feminazi. So before we go into that, let me just go ahead and read this article on her. Here we go. So 18-year-old influencer is Spain's new face of the far-right racism after viral march in Madrid. The latest symbol of Spain's far-right has emerged as an 18-year-old Instagram influencer after a controversial speech during a neo-Nazi rally in Madrid last weekend. And for those that wanted to hear the speech, I'm looking out for you. It took me a while, but I found it online. The daughter of a former PP leader, I don't know if that's like a pedo thing, but a PP leader, Isabela Peralta took to the stand at an event held in Madrid in front of around 300 nationalists and far-right supporters. The event was organized by Juventud Patriota, or Young Patriots, a nationalist organization. Does Young Patriots sound like a racist group? Sounds just like, well, anyways, I got to be careful. Again, I am not trying to promote her.
Heretic, our viewers are catching on to the fact that you speak fluent Espanol, so you might want to, for those who may want you exterminated. No, just kidding. Keep doing what you're doing. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah, well they all know that I'm a SPICOLA. So I mean, what can I do about it? I mean. Yeah. most of them spend more time bitching and complaining about my immigrant family, which came to America legally and, contributes more to the economy than they do by gardening people's backyards. But I mean,
That's
yeah,
right.
what can you do? I mean, I'm trying to get him out, especially with what's coming. It's probably best. Ironically, I think, Venezuela would end up being safer. But that's a story for another time. Residents looked on as the march traveled through the city center to commemorate the role of the Blue Division in World War II, a battalion of Spanish volunteers and Franco supporters that worked under Adolf Hitler. Now,
Franco.
yeah,
Franco.
one of the things, if I'm not mistaken, you're more of a history buff than me. I'm kind of a layman in it, above average, but not as well versed as you. But Franco was the guy that was throwing communists out of helicopters, right?
Heretic, this is where I have a bit of a blind spot when it comes to history because I don't know much about Franco's Spain. The only thing I know about it is from watching that movie Pan's Labyrinth. That's the only thing I know about Franco Spain. So I can't say I'm much of an authority on the subject, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, not gonna lie, Pan's Labyrinth was a beautiful movie. It's a shame that they portrayed the bad guys as the good guys and the good guys as the bad guys, but
as they are wont to do. They are wont to do. You know what's fun? Okay, if I can make a quick comment, that same director did that horrible film Shape of Water, which won best movie. What was it? 2016, 2007. Did you ever see Shape of Water, Heretic?
yeah, and I thought it was shit. I'm just gonna say it straight up.
God,
that was
what a piece of fucking trash! What a piece of trash that movie was. I mean, fucking. What was she? Deaf, mute? No, she was mute. That girl, she fucks a fish frog. I mean,
literally,
wins Best Picture. That wins Best Picture. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Well, you know why? It's because this was the first attempt at creating a bestiality movement. Because the people that are in control of us, they're all lizard people. So they're trying to get us to become more acclimated with the situation. This is why they're trying to dismantle the idea of gender and all that shit, so that when they finally reveal themselves as lizards, we're going to be like, oh, okay, well, I mean, that's not that much of a surprise. We already don't care about the things we used to care about, so we're not so outraged.
That's
just throwing that out as a theory.
Good point.
But that was the first attempt at that, and I was mistaken. It was actually a Chilean. It was in Chile, so it wasn't Franco. I guess they didn't really have helicopters the way they do now. But yeah, Franco arguably, and this is why when people say fascism always fails, Franco restored Spain to glory after during his reign, and I believe that he voluntarily stepped down, if I'm not mistaken. And if he didn't, when he did leave, most certainly he left a more stable Spain to face, the globalist order that would come, at least for a while. Unfortunately, the Spanish in general have become uber leftist now, which is very depressing. But again, pendulum swings. You have a reaction, and this is the reaction. You have a action, and this is the reaction. Residents looked on as the march traveled to the city center to commemorate the role of the Blue Division. I already read that. The march was organized to pay tribute to the 78th anniversary of the Battle of Krasny Bor, one of the main battles that the Blue Division participated in. So they helped Hitler, although Spain was neutral in World War II. They were dealing with their own communist, overthrow. Peralta's 10-minute speech, which again, for those that want to watch her, wiggle her hips back and forth as she, passionately proclaims her adoration for the Blue Division, you'll get your chance. Peralta's 10-minute speech went viral on social media shortly after the event, thanks to her heavily anti-Semitic and racial remarks. I disagree. That was actually one of the least important parts of the speech. But she finishes with, the enemy is always going to be the same, although with different masks, the Jew. The Jew is the culprit, and the Blue Division fought against it. Now, before you comment, because I'd love to hear your comment, Mr. Beergut, I want to be clear. I do not condone her opinions because I'm not allowed to. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't agree with her. I don't disagree because I'm not allowed to. If I want to be able to continue sharing videos, then I'm literally not allowed to opinionate in any way that would try to recognize her frustrations.
I understand.
And I feel that that's very frustrating because I'm not looking to, do to the Jews what Hitler did. But if we don't acknowledge the grievances with a large majority of the Jewish elite and their associates, then we are going to see more issues like what are happening now. And I surely hope I don't get kicked off of YouTube just for saying this. It's a shame that I have to be so delicate with my words.
Well, I completely understand. And, we also have to take into consideration here, Heretic, that the girl's only 18 years old. I mean, she is literally barely legal. Yeah, Isabel Medina Peralta. I mean, we watch porn where women claim to be barely legal, even though they're pushing 30. You know what I mean? And so, but this girl is literally barely legal, and she's talking about how to save the world. So we have to take her at face value. We gotta sprinkle a little bit of salt on her words, even though
You cut out there, even though you know what? Did you? Should I? Maybe I should change the picture so you can calm down a bit.
I'm currently pouring ice water. Oh, I'm still pouring ice water on my. Wait, hold on. You know that scene in Raging Bull where he's about to fuck that girl and he pours ice water on his cock because it's so hard because he's about to fuck that girl. You ever see Raging Bull, Heretic?
That's the one with Robert De Niro, right?
Robert De Niro. He plays the boxer. He pours ice. He pours. Oh fuck, dude! You gotta watch it. He pours. There's a scene where he pours ice water on his dick. Which, by the way, if you ever want to get rid of your boner, that's how you do it. And oh my god. You know what's funny is on the left side, she obviously dyed her hair. But why did she dye her hair? Because she looks just fine on the right side.
Well, I think all these girls. By the way, for our American viewers that don't go to private schools, this is a typical uniform you would need to go to any school in a usually Latin style country. So she's underage in the picture to the right or our right.
No, God, cut that out.
Okay. I think she's of age here. Yeah, I think she's of age here. So
you think she's of age? Okay, whatever. So she's holding. God damn. Okay, Heretic.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to show an 11-minute video. Our viewers will get the full spiel on this girl because she has a swagger. Okay, here's the thing, Heretic. Here's also what I want to share with our viewers.
Sure.
It's one thing if you're beautiful. It's one thing if you're young. And it's one thing if you have the view framework to save your country from those who would undermine it. But to have the swagger, and I mean the swagger, to move yourself in a certain way, that is special. So tell us, Heretic, this 11-minute video that you were going to show us, can we see her swagger? I think that's the most important thing. Okay.
Well, I guess we have to watch to find out.
Okay, play it.
Let's give it a go.
En apoyo de
Right.
By the way, I do have to apologize for those of you listening just to the audio. You will have to stop and look at your screen because it's using subtitles. So the best I could do to oblige our viewers who don't speak the wonderful language of Spanish.
Problema, si queréis ver el vídeo.
En lugar hablará Isabel Peralta en representación de la sección nacional femenina.
Vale, esta chica se ha hecho medio famosa precisamente porque es una chica joven que tiene 18 años.
So I zipped through this guy's like rambling because he doesn't like her and he spends a lot of time pausing it and criticizing her. But I did keep this part in because I think it's a very interesting point. I want you to pay attention to how innocent and sweet they make her appear in this video. I think it's actually tactical. And then on top of that, she's tiny. She's a little girl. So she comes off as very like non-threatening. And, you know, what is your reaction? Oh, how could you possibly see her as a threat? I mean, let's hear her out, you know? So again, you know, kudos to them for using leftist tactics to spread far-right messaging.
Y con tan corta edad ya tiene idea, pues que normalmente se achacarían a personas quizá y
So sorry, this is where you see her trying oh, this can't reach the mic.
This is the best. This is the best.
There we go. So, oh, I'm too tiny. I'm too little to reach the mic. Thank you for passing it down to me, sir.
God, she's so fucking hot. Okay, just play the goddamn thing. Oh my God, look at that swag.
A una edición llegada desde el sur de Europa, que sobre el Women ha realizado cuanto hubiéramos pedido a nuestros propios soldados. Cuando la división española regrese a su país, solo podremos enjuiciar su comportamiento y el de su valiente general, Muñoz Grande, reconociendo que su fidelidad y bravura no han sido dominados ni por la mismísima muerte.
By the way, you can see this guy in the back showing the same face you probably have, Beer Gut.
I don't care about him. Oh, God, no.
He's making the same face
Más de
you were.
75 años han transcurrido desde que aquel hombre señalado por la providencia para efectuar el triunfo solar pronunciaba estas palabras ante él y su amado pueblo sobre el heroísmo de los nuestros. Y no fue el único que tuvo en tal estima nuestra división azul, aquella unidad de soldados españoles que reflejaba en su cara la muerte y la trataba con desprecio, que hacían arrodillarse ante sus desaliñados uniformes, ya que ellos vestían a los héroes. Pues es que por estimarles, los estimaban hasta en el otro frente. Y es que pocas veces podremos encontrar escritas sobre la historia tales hazañas, ya que únicamente están destinadas a una raza, la celeste raza del héroe.
Bueno, aquí de una forma un poco de evasión, ¿no? Y bueno.
This is where they zoom out a bit, so.
Dudo muchísimo que encontréis a un ilustre profesor de historia hablar sobre sus estrategias bélicas o sobre sus triunfos que retaban a lo imposible. Dudo ni siquiera que encontréis a un profesor que os hable de ella, que os realice una breve mención, regalando a la sangre que se retiñó la nieve rusa, un par de líneas en vuestro cuaderno de apuntes.
Notice that she talks about Russia. She's not focusing on the Jew. I mean, she does have her comments about Jews at the end, but
wait, look,
is
she sticking?
attack.
Wait, look at that. Is she sticking her tongue out? Look at that. Is she sticking her fucking tongue out?
No, she's just got really big Latin lips, so you know.
It looks like her tongue is sticking straight out. Like it's like a snake. It's like, dude, look at that. Is it just me or is
well,
okay. Maybe it's exaggerated. Maybe it looks that way because there's something in the background. But it looks like her tongue is just like bleh. It's like bleh. I'm gonna lick.
She does do this little thing with her jaw. You'll see. Oh, she did. It was her tongue. Yeah, you're right.
De que si salís a la calle y preguntáis a los transeúntes sobre la 250 División de Infantería, os dirán que no les suena en absoluto. A excepción de algún enterado filoprogre que os afirme la historia de unos pobres comunistas enviados por Franco a la muerte, no creo que encontréis a otro joven ni otra respuesta diferente. Y es que, aunque sea así de triste, los españoles tendemos a olvidar todo lo que nos sirve.
Vamos a ver, yo no dudo que luchase ellos, que no eran un montón de apoyarlo y hay que besarle los...
Es nuestra sangre y lanzamos por la borda nuestro glorioso pasado. Y esto, camaradas, solo se debe a una cosa: al miedo. Esa palabra nos dice demasiado, pero no nos sirve absolutamente de nada. En mi vida me habrán dicho muchos consejos cautos y muchos intentos de lecciones, pronunciadas por pobres comodones que se piensan mejores que yo o ricos por tener una cantidad determinada en sus cuentas bancarias. Pero quizá de todo lo que me han dicho a lo largo de mi corta vida, solo hay una frase que ha hecho mella en mí, que realmente ha marcado mi forma de pensar y por tanto intento vivir así. El miedo, camaradas, es un prejuicio burgués. Es así. Evitamos toda acción directa, todo gesto heroico, por medio de las consecuencias. Y eso que nuestras consecuencias serían tales como una sanción administrativa, una multa fácilmente recurrible, unas cuantas horas en el calabozo, a lo sumo, unos años de cárcel. Pero ellos no tenían esas consecuencias, ellos tenían consecuencias muchísimo peores. A ellos no les regañaban sus padres ni les echaban de sus casas. Ellos cogían el tren en la estación del norte rumbo a una muerte segura, dando un último beso en la húmeda mejilla de su madre. A ellos no les rechazaban las chicas en las discotecas por llevar un símbolo tatuado en el cuello. Ellos
se referirán a algunos tones.
Quisiesen casarse con sus novias, ya que sabían que no iba a ser en esa. A ellos no les multaban ni les metían en el calabozo un par de noches. Ellos eran fusilados, desmembrados por una bomba o torturados prisioneros. Ellos no temían, no conocían el miedo. Y si lo conocían, lo habían vencido, como al enemigo. Un maldito sentimiento que ha afectado a una generación completa, llevándole a la más absoluta sumisión. Nosotros, no os engañéis, tenemos miedos a perder las comodidades que nos brinda la vida burguesa, a que nos miren mal en la universidad o nos suspendan o nos echen de un trabajo por fascistas. Nos insulte un grupo de cerdos en el metro. En cambio, ellos, todo eso les parecía insignificante, incluso irrisorio. Y dudo muchísimo que tuviesen miedo siquiera a perder la vida, a la mismísima muerte. Pues tenían claro que la vida no valía nada si no era entregada a un ideal supremo, al ideal de una Europa libre y soberana. Y es que para ellos la muerte no era el final, porque habrá muchos tipos de muerte, pero solo una te da la vida, la de ella. Puedes caer preso de una larga enfermedad, te puede atropellar un autobús o puedes incluso aparecer escrito en una lista e irte por obligación al frente. Pero solo hay una que es hermosa, y es la de...
Just want to point out, look at her stature. It's very much intentional. I don't know if they found her or you know, she really is 100%, you know, natural, but you know, this tiny little girl, it's an ingenious
la muerte por voluntad, la que eliges tú y te la impones con voluntad, y morirás bajo el sol o bajo las estrellas, pero tu sangre será fértil como una primavera. Nuestros soldados no murieron. De hecho, retaron al gobierno para ir a Rusia, porque el señor Franco no estaba muy conforme con el atrevimiento de esos jóvenes. Nuestros soldados esperaron filas en los banderines de enganche para escribir su nombre sobre una muerte segura. Los más jóvenes falsificaban su identidad para cumplir la edad mínima.
Bueno, que fue a tu general al frente, que perdió la guerra, de que donde
sorry, the guy talks a lot of shit.
Que pegando.
Ellos eran valientes. Ellos sabían que el mayor honor era entregar la vida por el triunfo de tus sueños. Y así lo hicieron, y así murieron. Y quienes sobrevivieron a Krasnivor y al cielo de la estepa rusa, se fueron de nuevo a retar a la providencia en Berlín, junto a la unidad Carlomagno, junto a las SS, por defender la capital de lo que serían 1000 años de grandeza y de gloria.
Oh God! I love it when she does that with her mouth.
That's
I love
the
it when she does that with her mouth. Fucking shit.
More.
No luchaban por Alemania, no únicamente por ella. Luchaban también por Francia, por Italia, por Rusia o por Inglaterra. Luchaban por la civilización occidental. Luchaban por la inmensa Europa y por su ideal. Y por la alegría de sus pueblos y de sus naciones. Así luchaban por España y así también luchaban por el mundo. Y cuando Hitler en el búnker llamó a Ezquerra para condecorarle con el mayor grado y darle la nacionalidad alemana, él dice agradecido pero orgulloso: gracias, mi Führer. Pero mientras viva, seguiré siendo español. Porque al igual que nosotros,
God, the lips.
los que portaban sobre sus azules
fucking lipstick.
luces solares eran españoles. Y ser español es de las pocas cosas serias que se puede ser en esta vida.
Oh, by the way, I want to point out this dude showing the video. Read the subtitles. He just sounds like such an idiot. And again, this is not me endorsing her, you know, more radical aspects, but she points out that what's more important than, you know, being faithful to your land. And this guy tries to make this convoluted argument that, oh, just because you weren't born in the land doesn't mean that you're part of that land. And it's fucking retarded. But anyways. Oh, don't tell me you're jerking off. Come on, man. She's 18. You goddamn pedophile.
Okay, what's legal age in Spain? In Spain, heretic. Can you look that up?
It's 16. I have looked it up. It's 16 throughout most of Europe.
Okay, play the video. Just play it. Just play it. Just play it.
Tú no eliges en español, bueno, no eliges, claro, salvo que venga de manera, ya sea adulto y venga...
Play the fucking video. Skip this mother. What are you talking about? Skip this man. Play the fucking... I want to see her move. I want to see her move.
Mejor que ningún otro pueblo sabe lo que significa dar la vida por un ideal. Porque nosotros y nuestros antepasados ya lo hicieron. Lo han hecho en Numancia, lo han hecho en Tolosa, lo han hecho en Flandes, lo han hecho en el Ebro y lo hicieron también en Krasnivor. Como decía León de Grel, español, sigue derecho tu camino, el siglo te aguarda, las almas ardiendo lo pueden absolutamente todo. El español, más que ningún otro, tiene la capacidad de salvar. Nos aguarda el siglo y nos obliga el ardor de nuestra sangre y el genio del hispano.
Just notice she's got these little boots, so she's actually shorter than you actually see her here. So she's actually a few inches even shorter than she actually appears to be.
Heretic, wait, there's a sign back there. Go back. It says honor y gloria a los caídos. What does that mean?
That means all honor and glory to the fallen. And also want to point out up in this area right here, no to the law of Auschwitz, which I don't know what that means, but pretty spicy stuff. I gotta say. I mean, again, you keep pushing, you're gonna get even worse movements. And I mean, the far right, they're learning how the left uses their tactics and their counter. I mean, this is the Greta Thunberg of the right now. Think about that.
God,
Greta Thunberg.
So hot.
This is their reaction to Greta Thunberg. It's like, anyways.
Okay, play. I want to see her move.
Flandes, lo han hecho en el Ebro y lo hicieron también en Krasnivor. Como decía León de Grel, español, sigue derecho tu camino, el siglo te aguarda, las almas ardiendo lo pueden absolutamente todo. El español, más que ningún otro, tiene la capacidad de salvar. Aguarda el siglo y nos obliga el ardor de nuestra sangre y el genio del hispano. Es nuestra suprema obligación luchar por España y luchar por una Europa ahora débil y liquidada por el enemigo que siempre va a ser el mismo, aunque con distintas máscaras, el judío.
Vale. El antisemitismo con algunas cosas controladas.
Well, the rest is a bit too spicy. She starts talking about Jewish people in a fairly here, I'll leave this picture on so it's as if she's looking at you, Beer Gut, while I disappoint you with the fact that I am going to do everything possible to make sure that she and Earl of Grey become a couple.
You shall not take her from me. You shall not take her from Berkaba.
See, because this is the thing, you know, my native language is Spanish, of course. So, like, you know, I have to go into these debates with Earl of Grey about his white supremacy shit and everything. And it gets really frustrating because sometimes I just want to be able to explain things better in Spanish, but because he doesn't speak Spanish, I can't. So if I can get him to fall in love with Isabel Peralta, then he can
take her.
He can technically keep his values, and he'll have a very like-minded young lady, very young, you know, very fertile for him, but of age, of course. And you know, they can go at it with me, you know. So sorry, man. I'm throwing you under the bus for this one. I here on Cave Troll Cognition do formally announce that Isabel Peralta, please contact me because I have a very handsome far-right radical who would probably be a perfect match for you, young lady. of Viking stock. Yeah, sorry, man.
She is mine. She will not be afraid. She is mine.
You take it too far, man.
Oh, sorry. What? I'm sorry. I've had a bit of a problem with spiritual possession. I'm actually trying to see an exorcist because I think I might have a bit of a problem. Anyway, fantastic lady. Support this lady because she needs your help for her movement to free Spain from the tyrannical thresholds that keep her country down. And just look at her. I mean, my God, you.
Jesus Christ. Dude, I got my earphones in here. Come on, man. Don't be doing that in my ear. Some people are wearing earphones while they listen to this podcast.
God.
Good day, followers of Cave Troll Cognition. Thank you all for tuning in, new ones and also old ones who are subscribers. Please support our sponsors, our great friends, American Grayson, the face of the America First movement. You can follow him on Telegram and also Trovo. He's also known as Earl of Grey, as well as Rooftop Korean. Rooftop Korean is doing very good work as well. She's got a nice darker complexion for our diversity quota, so please follow her on Telegram as well as Trovo. And finally, if you like our content, please like or dislike, that's okay, but also subscribe on our 3 channels, YouTube, BitChute, and also Rumble. And what would also be really great is a comment, because we love those spicy comment sections. Thank you for enjoying our program.